Hi guys, Top Hops here, and in today's video, we're going to be talking about the pretty big Q&A that happened over on Twitter with Funko CEO Brian Mariotti. So let's get started. Now also guys, before we get into the Q&A, I want to talk about some brand new sodas that were announced this morning, like Neo from the Matrix, the Energizer Bunny. Now this one was a weird one, the Pan Am Stewardess. And I thought that was a bit of an odd one, but I'm still okay with it. I think it's a pretty cool figure. We have the Batmite there, which is really cool. We have the Goonies Sloth, as well as Klondike Cat and Savoir Ferry, I think it is, a French mouse from Underdog. And now those two I'm not too familiar with because I've never actually seen the original Underdog show. I've actually seen the newer remake, which is the film with Patrick Warburton. I'm sure it's not as good, but it was still a fun movie when I was a kid. But anyways, that aside, guys, I really do love all of these sodas here, and I think my favorite ones are probably Batmite, Neo, and then the Energizer Bunny, but I'll probably try to get at least two of each. But anyways, guys, let's get into the Q&A, and if you guys want to read all of the different questions Brian Mariotti answered, go over to his Twitter, which is this right here, because he did answer like some personal questions as well as some other stuff, but we're going to be talking about all of the brand new stuff coming for Funko very soon. And the first one that we have here was, will there be any more Freddy Funko sodas? And then Brian Mariotti wrote back, some fun ones are coming your way soon. Now that is pretty exciting, and I don't know what that could be, because really there are so many different Freddy Funkos that we could get in the future, but I'm hoping maybe they'll do something like Fun Days this year, where they actually have like sodas, but they're licensed, but Freddy Funko, very similar to like this one here. And I like showing this one off because it's a good example, but this is like Freddy Funko as the genie, so maybe they'll do like Freddy Funkos as other licenses that they have as sodas. That would be sweet. Or maybe they'll just do them exclusive to certain stores like they did with the Hollywood Freddy. I'm not 100% sure, but whatever they come up with, I will definitely try to get a couple of them to open up for you guys. And now the reason I mentioned the Freddy Funko as the genie and not just some other random Freddy Funko was because of this tweet right here. Austin asked on Twitter, what was your favorite Fun Days theme so far? And then Funko wrote back, this year has the best theme. So maybe they'll do some actual Freddy Funko sodas at Fun Days this year. And if they do make some Freddy Funko sodas at Fun Days, I know they're going to look amazing, and I will try my best to get some of them, but I know they're going to be expensive. Okay, now here's this next question. It says, any thoughts or plans for a Funko shop south? Dallas or Atlanta would be solid location options. And then Brian Mariotti wrote back, we have some new concepts that we are exploring. So that would be amazing if maybe we'll get like a south or east Funko shop. I think that would be amazing. I would love one in New York, or maybe Toronto would be amazing. I feel like they would stay within the US for now because it'd probably be a lot easier, but I would love to see one in New York, maybe in Times Square. Oh, that'd be crazy. And you know what, guys, now that I think about it, I talked about this a long time ago about them possibly being able to put one in Times Square because of Toys R Us closing down. So there was just this big open building with nothing inside of it, and I think Funko would have been a perfect candidate to put something inside. And that was the same building that had the Ferris wheel as well, so Funko could have really done some amazing stuff inside of there. And I don't know if the Ferris wheel was still in there, but I'm guessing Toys R Us, because they closed down, didn't take it out of there. It would have been a lot to get it out, but I definitely think Funko could have done something cool with it. Oh, I'm just getting excited about it now, because that store was like 4 or 5 floors tall, and I know that they have enough product to fill it. They could have some amazing huge statues inside of it, and that Ferris wheel with like different Funko stuff on it, oh, it would have been amazing. And I definitely think that it is possible that we could see some sort of store in the future because of the way Brian Mariotti said it. He said we have some new concepts that we are exploring, so possibly an East Coast thing, or maybe South, I don't know. Alright guys, now this next one that was asked was a really great question, and it says, will your new product Funko Gold have exclusives? And if you guys don't know what that is, it's a brand new, I believe, 1-foot figure, and it looks like they've shown off ones for football, basketball, as well as some music characters, and I really am excited to get a couple of them just to check them out. And Brian Mariotti said, yes, we are very excited about this line, focusing on music and sports in depth. So I'm hoping that they start to do way more than we've seen already in pop rocks as well as pop sports. And I know that they have done a lot with pop sports, but I'm hoping that they'll go more niche and pick different bands or sports that we haven't seen before. Okay, now this next question was kind of a funny one. This one says, are we going to see Adorbs come back anytime soon? And Brian Mariotti wrote, more than likely not. And I can't even think of the last time they made Adorbs. Maybe it was the Funko Shop exclusives, because there was the ones that they made for Toy Story as well as Snap, Crackle, and Pop. I think those were the last ones they created back in like 2018 or 2019. It's been a while. And I totally understand why they go a different direction with some of their figures, because if people aren't buying them, they're not going to keep making them. Okay guys, now out of all of the questions that I read today, this one was probably my favorite. And this one here says, any plans for big soda packs, like 6 packs or 2 liters? And this was really odd to me, because will they be making like a group of 6 characters that maybe fit together, perhaps something like Umbrella Academy or Stranger Things, and then you have a chance for a chase inside of all of them, or is it going to be one of them as a chance for a chase? I don't know. Whatever it's going to be, I am super excited about it because maybe they can make them more limited while making every single character from that set. Because, for example, with the Underdog ones, they made 2 obscure villains, but then they never actually made Underdog as a soda. So maybe if they do them all together in like a 6-pack, they could do the entire set. And then for the 2-liter figures, there's 2 different ways that they could go with this in my eyes. Either they make them so it makes sense that they're bigger, for example, like you would do an Iron Man and then a Thanos much bigger, or they would just make the exact same characters and blow them up double the size. Either of those would be great. Oh, and also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but Brian Mariotti to both 6-pack and 2-liter said yes and yes. So it sounds like he's very excited about it. And then guys, for the last question that I have here, it says, will you be getting any Star Wars sodas anytime soon? And then Brian Mariotti wrote back, working on the possibility. And fingers crossed they do. I think the big problem is that they have to be bobbleheads, and it might be kind of weird making a soda a bobblehead inside of the thing. It'd be almost like a glorified mystery mini with the way they do it. And I don't know how it would work, so I'm hoping that they aren't bobbleheads, or maybe they can figure out a way to do the bobbleheads properly without ruining their heads inside the can. And well guys, it seems like there's a lot of really exciting stuff, and let's do a bit of a recap. So Fun Days appears to be happening this year, Dorbs most likely won't return, more sodas along with new casting / sizing, possible new Funko store or stores, and then Funko Gold will have a focus on sports and music and disc pops. Thanks so much for the recap. Alright, well anyways guys, that is pretty much all of the Funko news that I had for today, but now let's spin the wheel and see which store we're gonna get, and for me, I'm gonna guess... let's go with Box Lunch. If we get Box Lunch, you guys have to subscribe. You don't have to, but I'm gonna pretend like you guys have to for the video so that way you guys try to subscribe or you're more inclined to subscribe. Let's just spin the wheel. Did you see that? It landed on Box Lunch. There was no tomfoolery going on over here. So, thanks for the sub. Alright everybody, so the very legit, no cheating going on over here, Box Lunch exclusive that I chose for today is a pretty great one that I don't talk about very much. This one came out back in 2017, and this one here is the 11 with slick back hair holding Eggos. And I thought that this figure was just great. I especially love that they actually got the Eggos license, and if you look on the back there, it says, yeah, right there at the bottom, Kellogg's. There's actually a little Kellogg's trademark right there at the bottom, which means they actually got the license to Eggos, and I think that's so funny. But when you pop this one out of the box, it really does look great. You guys can see in her hand, she's holding the 8 homemade style Eggo waffles, as well as her nose is bleeding and her hair is slicked back. And this is from season 1, I believe. I'd have to check this, but I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, this is definitely, well, Max is in this. This must be from season 2. Interesting, I guess I forgot. Was season 2 really 2017? That couldn't have been, no. This must be season 1, but I don't remember Max in season 1. I don't think she was. No, she definitely wasn't. Must have been season 2. Well, anyways, guys, season 1 or season 2 aside, I thought it was a really great exclusive, especially because it is a Box Lunch one, and we did very much legit get Box Lunch today on the wheel. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like I said earlier, this one did come out in 2017, so this one is already a 4-year-old Funko Pop. But anyways, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys want to see more from me in the future, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Oh, also, before we go, I'm unboxing this over on the second channel. It'll be linked in the description down below. It's a pretty cool YouTube's plush that I just got in today. But anyways, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Wait, see you guys tomorrow.
Dripping like a school. On a full with school. Baby gonna screw. She funny with it. Cool. V5 full thump. I'm a hump on a bounce. Jack and Jill up a hill. Baby tryna get a meal. Mary had a little lamb. I really do not fuck with that. She calling me the muffin man. I surely like the muffin top. Snow. Like my lashes.